at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself you deserve better than what you've been giving yourself. You are listening to the Ultimate Biohack for Women, a movement of women who know what they want and go get it. You know the answers lie within. Reach in and grab hold. This is a movement of women who tune in and turn themselves on. Now you're biohacking the woman's way, integrating the art and science of hacking your biology like a woman. Tap your magic, conjure your yes, upgrade, elevate, maximize your potential. I'm Dr. Brandy Victory, and this is a movement that is sure to hack your soul. Hello, beautiful women. I have a good conversation today. It's a little bit about your lifestyle rating, like how you rate your lifestyle based on some specific parameters that I'm going to share with you here just in a few minutes. However, before we begin, I do want to remind you that the Embodied Feminine Empowered Soul 2-hour virtual workshop that I'm hosting with Molly Douglas is going to be happening on March 19th, which is so exciting. I'm so excited. If you are feeling stuck in any way or burned out or lost your mojo or ain't got that glow, then this workshop's for you. Okay. We're going to address the root of anxiety and depression. I know a lot of people who deal with that. We're also going to transform how you actually see or perceive your body. We're going to help people shift from a feeling of lost to a feeling of empowered. So that's like a huge step when people don't really know what they're doing, where they're going, how to get unstuck, and then they can figure that out in as little as 2 hours. That's pretty badass, right? So we're going to be working on releasing false beliefs about your creative expression, about your body, connecting you back to your intuition. Yes, even if you think you aren't intuitive. So come on and take a little journey with us for a couple of hours on March 19th. I will put a link in the show notes. It's only $27. Like, it's so easy to do. And I would love to have you all there. It's going to be an awesome little experience. So get on board with that, ladies. Okay. So where do you rate your lifestyle? Are you more of a wait till it breaks kind of person, or do you do maintenance along the way to get longer life out of your toys? So many people wait till it breaks to do anything about it. And you know this personality type, right? They're like, oh man, yeah, this is happening and this is happening and that's happening. And they've always got some kind of drama going on in their life. And then they've got to shell out a bunch of money to fix it when it breaks or to get a new one. Right. And some people choose a different way. Some people do maintenance for the long term, to create longer life in their vehicles, right? Or their toys. So for instance, I have an Xterra. I love my Xterra. I never want to get rid of my Xterra. I'm hoping I never have to. And it's a 2006 and it's got 230 something thousand miles on it. And bless my little Xterra's heart. I love it to just the end of time. But you know what? She's never given me any trouble at all. She's been so solid and I've taken such good care of her. So we take care of each other, right? And that's how it works. She knows I take care of her. She knows I love her. I give her plenty of love. No, I don't have a name for her. Everyone asks me that. What's your name? What's the name of your car? Not everyone, but some people. But we've been doing maintenance on that car ever since I got it. Like, we are absolutely on top of it with getting the oils changed, getting the tires rotated, getting the tune-ups done, and the 60,000 mile, 100,000 mile work, whatever it is they recommend we do it. And she has just been a dream, right? So everything has a better quality of life when you do maintenance on it. So if it's going to cost you a lot less to do maintenance on your Subaru or your Xterra than it is to buy a new car when your car breaks, right? And so your body's the same way. And the thing is, if you want a high-end machine, like I love high-end sports cars, it's just a thing. I don't know. Everybody has their thing. It's my thing. And if you want a high-end machine, you've got to do maintenance, because I have had a Porsche and just having to fix like the clutch on that thing was so expensive and, all these things. And, if you're doing maintenance, right, you get more longevity out of your toys. So it's the same for your body. And I want you to just kind of think about where you rate your lifestyle. Are you a wait till it breaks kind of person, or do you do maintenance along the way? And if you're doing maintenance along the way for your toys, for your high-end machines, for your things that you have that you enjoy, are you doing the same thing for your body? So it's a really great question to look at, right? Because maybe you're not driving a Porsche or a Maserati, but your body is a high-end machine, okay? And you can choose to see it that way or not, but perceiving your body as this beautiful, amazing thing that is your only one that you'll ever have. You can't buy a new one of those, right? and perceiving it as something that needs some, like special care and attention is a great way to go if you want to get longevity and quality out of your life, okay? So for me, it's not about how long I live, but it's that I just want to be capable of doing the things that I love to do as I age. I want to be able to hike when I'm 80. I want to still do yoga when I'm 80. I still want to dance when I'm 80. I still want to be social when I'm 80. I still want to drive when I'm 80, right? And too often I see people giving up things they love because they quote unquote are getting older. But in reality, what they've done for the most part is let themselves go. Like, that person who's 75, spunky, vibrant, alive, getting her life on. And then you've probably also seen that person who's 75 that seems like they're about to die. Like they're gray, they're old, they're hunched over, they're all wrinkled up. They have they're lifeless. They're tired and fatigued, and they sit in front of their TV with a bag of popcorn all day, right? So now those two people are the same age, and it's the difference is how they've shown up for themselves over the long haul. You can't just wake up one day and go, oh shit, I better do something about it now that I'm getting older. Like you can, okay? So it's never too late to make a change, and I don't ever want anyone to think it is, because it's not. It's never too late to make a change for your well-being, right? But like my mom said to me the other day, she was like, I just didn't think I was ever going to get old. And I was just like, wow. So it's just interesting how we perceive our bodies as these things that we can just abuse. Like it doesn't need any special attention. We can just abuse it. We can eat sugar all day. We can not exercise. We can sit around. We can just get tied up in our to-do list and then come home and sleep and cook a little frozen dinner in the microwave or pick up something from McDonald's and think it's all going to be okay. I'm sorry, it's not. I know most of my women who are listening in on this already know this stuff, but I just really wanted to speak to it because we're all going there, right? We're all getting older. And every single day, we're making the choice every day whether we're going to have a quality of life as we age. And if you want to enjoy your life, you have to care for your body as if it were a high-end machine, as if it were something special that needs care, attention, and maintenance. Okay. Now, I do a lot of nutritional therapy with my patients and essentially doing specific lab work, very deep lab work analysis to look at different nutritional deficiencies, organ systems dysfunctions, toxicities, different things like that. And then prescribing very specific supplementation to support someone's body in that particular state. So there's not ever a one-size-fits-all program in my practice. I'm always looking at someone as an individual and supporting them exactly what they need as they go and progress along the way. And the thing is, in the beginning, it's going to cost you a little bit of money, right? You're going to have to shell out some money. I mean, most people don't really even realize to get high-end care and to get high-end supplementation, things that aren't going to be toxic, things that are going to be bioavailable, things that are specific for your body, that are proven, like third-party tested for toxicity and different things like this. To get that stuff, it just costs money. That's the truth of it. But when we give your body exactly what it needs to heal, and we get you to an optimized state of function, then you can get on a maintenance plan. So you don't have to keep shelling out a bunch of money every single month, but you do need to get yourself into an optimized state if you're gonna have quality of life as you age. And it has to start now. It can't start later, right? And don't put it off, because putting it off is putting yourself off, and you deserve better than that. Okay. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Like, go find a mirror. If you're near a car, pull your mirror down right now, maybe pull over on the side of the road, or go in the bathroom and look in the mirror and look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself you deserve better than what you've been giving yourself. 99% of you all listening right now deserve better than what you've been giving yourself. All right. It's really, really difficult to share with our own self the deep love and attention that we deserve. If you had a baby, or if you've had a baby, you give that baby all your attention. You give it everything you have. You go overboard. You give it more than you have, right? You give it everything. You give it more than everything. Like, it's everything. And so why don't you turn that same type of love and attention around on yourself? Like, this is so, so vital, ladies. Okay. I want you to enjoy your life. I want you to be able to have quality of life, vitality, be a socially, be socially active when you age, right? So we're noticing, like, just my boyfriend, Roger, he's like 12 years older than me. So he's, I'm 47, I'll be 48 soon. And so that, he's in his late 50s, and his friends are maybe 10, 12 years older than him. So he's starting to see them move into this later stage of life. And it's just so fascinating to hear the stories of how some of his friends are just kind of like losing their pizzazz for life. And it's interesting to watch Roger go through this transition into this stage of his life, because I can see what he's doing is he's like, okay, I see how these people are choosing to live their life, which is great for them, perfect for them. That's what they're choosing, right? It's all good. And he's realizing he has a choice, that if he lays down, if he stops driving, if he, driving as much, if he gives up his activities and doesn't exercise and move his body as much and make his brain work as much, and he starts, drinking more alcohol, and, soon he'll become a guy who comes, gets up and piddles around the house and watches some TV with a beer and dinner at night and goes to bed, and to do it all over again. And he has way more umph for life than that. And he doesn't want to be that, but to be able to witness that in someone else, to witness that in not just one person, but multiple people, you can begin to see how easy it is to get trapped in the I'm getting older, or you know what, we just don't go out after 5 anymore, and then one day, and all you know is you're scared to drive at night, or you just don't leave the house, and you lose your social abilities, and you become a little hermit, and you wither away and die instead of enjoying life till the day you die, right? So there's a choice, right? So the question is, what choice will you make for yourself today to improve your life condition? It does not matter how old you are. It's never too late. And the thing is, when you're in the mindset of what am I doing today to improve my life condition, when you are like focusing on that, like make that a question you ask yourself every single morning. Because when you're focused on that and you're in that mindset, you have a radiance that glows. You have the energy to make things happen. You have a vision for your life or for that day, and that vision allows you to create. But if we don't have a vision for our future, a vision for our day, a vision for our life, then you're just kind of at the whim of it, right? You're just kind of going through the motions, hoping it all gets done, and whatever doesn't get done today will get done tomorrow, and it's all fine. And maybe that's fine for you. But I really want you to dig and see if that's really the life you want to live, right? Tapping your inner resources and like sparking up your vitality goes so far towards improving your life condition. And it just feeds itself, right? So we got to give up being a victim to the hands of time. We got to get it on board with taking care of ourselves even better than you do now. You deserve to be treated awesome. You deserve to be loved like nothing else. And you have to it starts with you. You have to start with you, right? One of the ways, as I want to just sum it up here, as a reminder, one of the ways you can begin loving up on yourself yourself is to join the workshop, Embodied Feminine Empowered Soul. A couple hours, $27. It's going to be fun, expansive, and it's a great way to begin giving yourself the gift of glow. All right. I also want to let you know, I do have some availability for virtual Optimized Life coaching clients. So if you're feeling ready to figure out what's getting in your way of feeling fabulous, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like you're kind of going downhill and you're not sure what to do about it, you're kind of grabbing different things. Oh, I should try this supplement, or I should try this class, or I should try this, and nothing's really working. We can talk about that. We can figure out what it is. There may be some subconscious emotional stuckness that most of us have in some level, right? And then what happens is, what I've noticed in some of my 60-year-old folks right now that I'm working with is that they've seen their own parents go a certain way, and now they're getting closer to those ages and they're worried because they're afraid to go down like their parents did. So, and that fear is subconscious. They don't think about it every single day, but it's subconscious, and that fear causes them to live in a state of anxiety. And even though it's subtle, it makes a difference in your life. It steals your energy. It robs your energy. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you scared, so you don't do the things that you really love doing in the world. So we all have stuff like this. And if you're ready to resolve some subconscious patterns that keep you stuck and get on a personalized wellness program, or even do some micronutrient testing, I am here for you, ladies. All right, let's get on with it. Let's love ourselves. Let's take it to the top. Mwah. Thank you for listening to the Ultimate Biohack for Women. If you'd like to dive deeper with our tribe, join us on Facebook or Instagram. And if you'd like to help grow our tribe, share this episode with your friends. Let's bring this light to our community so that other women can know their true power, and we can create a tribe together worth being in.
This podcast is for information purposes only. Dr. Brandy Victory is not a medical doctor, and the views and statements expressed on this podcast are not medical advice. This podcast, including Dr. Brandy Victory and the producers, disclaim responsibility from any possible adverse effects from the use of information contained herein. Opinions of guests are their own, and this podcast does not endorse or accept responsibility for statements made by guests. This podcast does not make any representations or warranties about guest qualifications or credibility. This podcast may contain paid endorsements and advertisements for products or services. Individuals on this podcast may have a direct or indirect financial interest in products or services referred to herein. If you think you have a medical problem, consult a licensed physician.